What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Back on Wednesday, XDefiant received a major update. An update that was set to address a myriad of issues that arose after the launch of Season 1. In addition to these fixes and changes, they also altered and adjusted some of the weapon balance in the game. Much needed weapon balance, I might add. And overall, I'd say the sentiment around this update has been genuinely positive. It feels as if the game has moved a step in the right direction, something that we can all be happy about. Now, the question that I ask you before I continue with this video is, does an update like what we received earlier this week provide you with some optimism for the future of XDefiant, or do you still feel that there are too many problems in this game to get too optimistic about? Now, I personally am a little bit more optimistic this week than I was last week for the future of XDefiant because of this update. Now, this update didn't fix all of the problems the game has. No. But what it did do is fix some of the core issues that were hindering my fun, that were deteriorating my experience. And if they continue to adjust these little things here and there that make the game more fun and more enjoyable and make me want to play more, I see no reason why I don't want to play this game more. And that's the beauty of this update, in my opinion, is it makes me want to play the game. And if that doesn't provide you with some optimism or hope for the future, I don't know what will. Yes, there are still problems with the netcode and hit detection. They've been there since launch. I want them to get better, trust me, and I'm sure the developers do as well. But these things take time. And honestly, I will admit, there's a lot more consistency in the netcode now than there was back at launch, from my experience. And in addition to this, I think that the other problems we're experiencing are stuff they're working on. Ranked play, weapon balancing, ability balancing, all of these things take time. Remember, it's a brand new IP. They don't have decades of experience behind them. All of this is new to them as it is to us. And what we're seeing as players is developers reacting in real time to decisions they've made and the potential negative effects of them. Decisions like the intel suit, pinging as often as it did, having as wide of a radius as it did, all of the little changes they made here in this update address those concerns. Now, I still believe that the intel suit should only provide pings for the person that deployed it, but that's neither here nor there. And in addition to that, they've admitted that they need to make changes to the spider bot. I'm sure we're going to see a myriad of changes to every single faction in XDefiant. That's what happens with a live service game. That's what happens when you have a game that is fresh, brand new. You have to adjust on the fly. And this update proved to me, as it should prove to many, that they're willing to adjust on the fly. That they're not going to be stubborn. That they're not going to stay headstrong down a certain path. They're willing to adjust. They're willing to listen to the community and provide the updates the community wants. This update to me showed that they are not just saying they're a community-driven game, they actually are. They could have easily have left the intel suit the way it was, could have easily left the spider bot issues in the game. They didn't. They decided to listen to what we had to say and provide us with a fix that, in my opinion, works out well for everybody. The current state of XDefiant, in my opinion, is better today than it was last week. And if we continue to see progress week over week, there's no reason to believe this game can't succeed long term. I know this game has a lot of haters for some reason. A lot of people that believe it's going to be DOA, that it's not going to last past Season 2. And honestly, I felt that at times. But this update re-engaged my optimism. Reinvigorated me to play the game more and speak about it in a more positive manner as well. There's a lot to be hopeful here. Now, of course, it falls on the shoulders of Ubisoft to continue to update as time goes on here. They need to ensure that the game continues to get better week over week. They can't stall and become stagnant and pat themselves on the back just because they had one patch. But it's a patch that showcases that they are capable of massive change. They are capable of fixing problems and addressing them. And that's the important takeaway here. Other games leave these bugs in. Other games address them far too late. Other games don't take accountability. They do. And that's the difference here. And that's the hope for optimism. That's why I really, really want XDefiant to succeed. I still have a ton of fun playing the game. I honestly hope you do too. And if you don't, I'm sure there's going to be a time where you can. But maybe it's just not a game for you. And that's totally understandable as well. But what I want to finish this video off with is a question. What does this game need to change for you to be more optimistic about its future? What is it that is restricting you or preventing you from falling in love with XDefiant? Because for me, I would say the general sentiment in this community is that there is a cheater problem, which there is. It seems to be a problem across all PC games. And number two, the hit detection and netcode. Both of these are problems that have been there for ages. And I know that a lot of people don't want to play a broken game, and that's totally understandable. So that's kind of my takeaway today. But I do want to still hear from you if it's something else that is preventing you from falling in love with this game, that's preventing you from truly liking this game. I'd love to hear it. Because that's how we get this game to be in the best state it possibly can be. By sharing our experiences as a community. By not trying to just hide away and hate on this game blindly. By sharing what we can do to make it better. Now, of course, I don't have any say. I don't have any pull. But it's still nice to share your thoughts. And as a community, maybe we can drum up enough of a voice to actually be heard by these developers. But at the end of the day, I'm optimistic about the future. I'm curious if you are too. That's it for the video today. I'd love to hear from you down below in that comment section regarding everything we've discussed today. But if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.